Hello and welcome to
another vlog.
Two Loons.
Right, let's see. Lautrec.
And we're in Hampshire, and we're going to see the Sandham Memorial Chapel.
Yeah, but where are we in Hampshire, Phil?
Burghclere.
And where is that?
It's a little village. It overlooks the Highclere estate. Very famous for Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
And so we thought we'll come here in the quest for something. We don't know what yet, do we?
No, but hopefully we'll find it.
Hopefully we'll find it, but who knows? We may not find anything.
So you're not giving anyone a clue yet?
Nope. Okay. There are no clues, but come along and see what we can see. Catherine's going to tell you everything you need to know on this quest.
No, I'm not.
See you in a minute. This path was repaired in memory of Ruth Sandham, St. Barb, 1955. It's a very much an Art Deco type of building. So to get access to this building we have to go to the rear of the chapel.
So that way.
Reception and exhibition centre.
But this is nice.
It's very Art Deco, don't you think, Kath? I was just trying to explain to the one viewer who Stanley Spenser was. Yeah. Perhaps you could enlighten us.
What, at this minute in time? Tell you what, move out the way while I take a nice photo.
Oh, and it tripped over. So we're at the back of the Memorial Emporium. Again, this is owned by the National Trust. And this is why we're called Two Loons, Lautrec. Because we're on a trek, aren't we, Kath? We're on a trek.
We're always on a trek or a treadmill.
And we're discovering about art and culture.
Yeah, but this is interesting, I think. I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
I don't, you see, I've never I've never really
for the casual, for the casual viewer.
For the casual viewer.
Who was Stanley Spenser?
Was an artist.
He was an artist.
He went to the Slade School of Art.
He did.
Alongside artists like Paul Nash. Dora Carrington.
I'll tell you about Paul Nash.
Some people might know some of these artists.
Paul Nash was one of the very first exhibitions I ever saw in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Of Paul Nash's work in the 1970s.
They've still got some of his works there in the Walker.
Yeah, they have.
Walker Art Gallery.
Yeah, they bought them over. They purchased them.
But they're really interesting stuff.
They're very abstract, they are. And they're usually done on wood and...
all sorts of things.
It's about surfaces and how surfaces interact with each other.
Yeah.
Very good work. I think so anyway. I like it.
Which, Paul Nash's stuff? Or you're talking about Stanley Spenser?
No, I'm talking about... I don't know much about Stanley Spenser.
I don't know. I've not followed much of his work, but we know he was from a little village called Cookham.
Yes.
Which is in Hampshire.
It's not far from here.
Yeah, not far from here, which we're going to go and see.
Hopefully.
And he loved it that much that he nicknamed it the Village of Heaven. So I've got to go and see this place to see. Now, do you want me to carry on, or do you want to interject?
I'll interject. Go on, carry on then.
Because I'll lose my train of thought when you do that, and then I forget what to tell the viewers.
Well, now you know how I feel.
Stum.
Come on, we haven't got...
So, yes, shush, calm yourself. So, yeah, he went to the Slade School of Art alongside his other contemporaries, and he grew up in the village in Cookham.
Yes.
And when he was at the Slade School of Art, he went home at the end of every sessions of study, and he went back to have his tea.
from London.
Yeah, every time, or most of the time. And
That's
they
about an 80-mile
yeah,
trip.
that's right. He used to get the train, and he did it whenever he could. Almost an obsession of wanting to go back there and not be in London, I suppose. And his fellow artists nicknamed him Cookham, which he adopted for quite some time. He would introduce himself as Cookham.
Yeah.
Rather than Stanley Spenser.
Now, he's famous for a number of things, isn't he? He's famous for, the one I remember it most is the ship building on the Clyde. The really big scale,
huge,
dramatic works.
Go on, sorry.
And also you were saying about him doing things around Cookham.
Yeah, because he did a lot around the resurrection, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's known for those pieces which were based on biblical scenes. And he based them on the people in the village. And it's really interesting how he's interpreted them, and I've had to look at a few of them, and they are really interesting pieces. Now,
this chapel is a hidden gem, because this actually homes some of his fantastic World War One paintings.
Yeah. Oh yes.
He was a First World War artist.
Yeah.
And this is a memorial chapel dedicated towards the victims of the First World War. And so in here are some of his great paintings of that period.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a look at them now.
Well, his paintings also from the Clyde series are actually housed in the River Museum in Glasgow. And there's a lovely sculptural plaque, or a lovely sculpture, which is where the docks used to be, which is now a retail park, has been erected to him.
Yeah.
David Bowie is also a great collector of his paintings.
Yeah.
And he's influenced people like Hockney and Francis Bacon and even Tracy Emin.
Brilliant. And even
anyone
a
else?
lot of artists, not
probably
me in particular, but a lot of artists he would have influenced.
But his work is very detailed, even though it's not, like we were saying about, it's not pre-Raphaelite, it's more modern.
It's modernistic.
How would you class it?
Stylized,
yeah. But I think the attention to detail was very obsessive.
Yeah.
So that, to me,
he's a good draftsman.
Throws back to pre-Raphaelite.
Artistically, he's a good draftsman.
He had a lot of obsessions as well, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into them now. But
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's go in. Okay, come on.
Bye. See you in a bit.
This is a self-portrait. 1914.
The self-portrait is more interesting.
It looks quite intense there, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's very obsessional, isn't it?
I love these places. They're like hidden gems, aren't they?
The troops were a mixture of regular army, territorials and new army volunteers.
Let's go into the chapel. That was totally amazing, I thought. Didn't you, Kath?
So, oh, were we running? I'm sorry. I didn't realise we were running. Sorry, everyone.
So, yeah, it was. You can't really film in there. I found out.
Yeah,
later,
you can't
so
take
I've only
pictures.
got a glimpse of footage you may be able to see.
But what about the actual gallery as well? There's
more or less
more than just the church. There's the actual Spenser Art Gallery as well.
Is there?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Here.
Cookham.
Yeah. So that's actually in Cookham itself.
Yeah.
So that's where he did most of his work. Apart from in Glasgow.
Okay, that concludes our tour of the
I'm here.
of the Memorial Chapel, Sandham.
It's fascinating in there. But
Yeah.
sadly we couldn't take any photos or film.
We did a bit. You'll find
Oh,
a bit
did
on
you-
the video.
did you sneak?
That was before I sneaked a bit in, but that was before I knew that we can't, so I turned it off. So, but if you want to come here, it's owned by the National Trust and they're open daily, I suppose.
Yeah.
What we're going to do now is we're going to go on a walk around the village of Burghclere,
Which is where
in the footsteps of
this is.
Spenser. And
Stanley Spenser.
Stanley Spenser, and you can see that it goes around the village, and so we'll see what we can see there. So, do you want to come along or not? It's up
Pay
to
your
you.
money and take your chance.
So let's go. Let's have a look. So that was the Memorial Chapel. Let's have a look around. Look at the lichen on here. This kind of stuff. It's moss, isn't it, really? I don't know what you'd call that. You see it all over, don't you?
Now, Philip, if you wish to go and see some of his works
Yeah,
at the gallery in Cookham
yeah.
today, it's open till 5:30.
It might be quite a way though, Kath.
Oh, I wanted to see some of his other works.
It might be over an hour's drive.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, it's only 2:30.
2:30.
Oh.
Have we come out the right way? Or should we have come out the front of the chapel? I don't know.
I think we should have gone the other way, sir.
You think so? So it says here that turn down Pound Lane. Okay.
Was this in the district of Basingstoke-and-Deane then?
I don't know.
It's got it on there.
On where?
Basingstoke-and-Deane.
What, you mean the
On the road sign. Pound Lane.
I don't know.
I don't know. Not the first thing.
So Sandham House
Right. There's Sandham Gardens.
is the second house down
Yeah.
on the right hand side
Yeah.
of this road. And Spenser's first wife, Hilda, designed the house
Ah, oh, that'd be
where they
interesting.
lived whilst he worked on the chapel.
Wow. What year was that then?
Oh God, I don't know, Kath.
It should have the year there.
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, you hold that then. Oh, I don't know this stuff. So, second house down.
It's this yellow one, I think, is it? Or the red brick one?
You think so?
Well, it should have a sign saying that.
That's Sandham House,
Oh, that's Sandham House. Oh, we can't see.
where you can have a look over the
there
fence.
it is. So Hilda designed it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's Sandham House. So,
There you go. Oh, you did get lots of it.
not much there. Okay, that's Sandham House. Move on. That's where he lived. Lived in a big house, didn't he? Didn't want for much.
Nope.
Continue to the end of the road and follow it round to the right, and you're now on Ox Drive.
very Middle England round here, Phil.
It is, isn't it? There's not much Prescotian here, is there? Not that I can see.
No. Not much Scouse, are there?
No. Like you can see, Kat. But
Oh, they're pretty.
they are pretty.
Geraniums.
Wild geraniums.
They're nice. Loving them.
That there is an old railway line.
Mm.
A cutting. Old railway cutting.
Now, what's the goal here?
What is the goal?
This Frog's Mill. We're going into the centre of the village of Burghclere.
I don't know.
Is that what we're doing?
Circular route around the village,
Okay.
according to this map.
Well, are we going to get to Cookham to see where he lived and spent most of his life?
If you can work out how far Cookham is from here and
I
how
shall
long it's
do
going to
that
take
now.
us, because
And that's where the main gallery is.
it could take us quite a
see.
while.
Well, I'd like to see. She said it's East Hampshire, isn't it?
By ways. It's very leafy around here, isn't it?
Byway. Down here.
Oxdrove.
It's a lovely walk, though.
Continue to the end of this road. And, yeah, okay.
So this is a circular village walk for people who want to know where we are at the minute.
Yeah.
And I can't get a connection. So I can't find out yet how far Cookham is.
I think we can forget Cookham, Kath, to be
I
honest.
wanted to see Cookham.
Yeah, I know, but you're going to spend a lot of time going to this place and then we're not going to see anything else.
Yeah, but that's where he did all of his work. And
I know, but we're doing a walk now. This could take us another 20 minutes, 40 minutes.
But it's only 2:30, Phil.
Yeah, and then we have to drive there.
It's not that fun.
Catherine, I'm not doing it. I wanted to go in the local vicinity here. There's plenty to see here, around here. I'm not driving across the country for one thing and then driving back. Well, we have to go back. Right, that ends our vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been this is a bit of a miserable walk, to be honest. So we're going to cut it short here. Hope you've enjoyed the vlog. If you have, then give us a thumbs up. And no, give us a thumbs down. Give us a thumbs down and tell us what you think of us, because I like that.
Oh, no, I'm not bothered.
The thing is, if you give us a thumbs down on YouTube, it's good for the channel.
Because it still influences the algorithm.
It does. So there you go. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see you on the next vlog. If we get off this bloody walk. Bye. From Lou Troons. Your turn.
What are you waiting for?
What is it?
Black track. Come to visit, judge what they want from us, because it's important that if you want to sit quietly, you should be able to sit quietly. The painting there with the dugouts and the trenches, which is under the arch there, which is called dugout. And
this is quite amazing.
I think it's a full finger.
Quite amazing.